A very good evening to all. The organizing team Abhivyakti Foundation. I am glad to speak up in this awesome initiative mic event Antar Dwand. Let me begin by introducing myself. My name is Shubham Badoni. I am a final year student pursuing graduation from SGRR PG College Dehradun. I'll speak upon one of the virtuous theme, that self-improvement. I would like to start by quoting Anonymous, who once said, be so busy improving yourself that you have no time to criticize others. Now, the very first question which arises is that what is self improvement? The definition of self improvement is pretty self explanatory. Self improvement is the improvement of one's knowledge, status, or character by one's own efforts. It's the quest to make ourselves better in any and every facet of life. The most successful people are always looking for ways to improve. They aren't satisfied with accepting their shortcomings or resting on their laurels. Top achievers put time and energy into being their best self. One of the hardest things about improving your life is remembering to practice what you have learned in a moment of temptation, frustration, or hardship. Anyone can follow a strategy as they read about it, but remembering to stick with it in the real world is tough. Stories help with that. I think I'll be able to explain it better by a story. There was a carpenter who was nearing retirement, told his boss that he was ready to end his career and spend his time with his wife and family. He would miss his work, but he felt it was the time to spend his time with the family and the people who were more important to him. His boss was saddened by this news, as this carpenter had been a good, reliable employee for many years. He asked the carpenter if he could do him a favor and build just one more house. The carpenter reluctantly conceded, even though his passion for building had faded. While he was building the last house, his normal work ethic faded and his efforts were mediocre at best. He used inexpensive and inferior materials and cut corners wherever he could. It was a poor way to finish such a dedicated career that he once had. When the carpenter was finished, his boss came to look at the house. He gave the key to the carpenter and said, "This house is my gift to you for all of the hard work you have done for me over the years." The carpenter was astonished. What a generous gift this was to receive from his boss. But if he had known he was building a house for himself, he would have made his usual efforts to create a high quality home. So, what's the moral of the story? The moral here is that the same idea applies to how you build your life, how you improvise yourself. Every day that you wake up offers an opportunity for you to put your best foot forward. Yet we often do mediocre work, saving the more important things for another day. Then one day we find ourselves shocked that our lives aren't what we had hoped they would be. Life is a do it yourself project. So improvise, adapt, and overcome. Your attitude and choices help build the life you will live tomorrow. So build carefully. Genuine happiness can only be achieved when we transform our way of life from the unthinking pursuit of pleasure to one committed to enriching our inner lives. When we focus on being more rather than simply having more. At last, I would like to conclude by quoting one of the prominent scientists, Albert Einstein, who once said, "Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them." Thank you. Thanks a lot.